everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome to today's video. And for those of you that are new, I am Maya, and welcome to the video, guys. For today's look, we are going to be recreating this look right here that I came up with for my birthday glam. If you want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. For today's video, it is my birthday actually. I'm actually filming on my birthday, and I'm getting old. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this. So first I'm going to prime my face, and this time instead of using my e.l.f. primer over here, I'm going to use my Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer from First Aid Beauty right here. I'm just going to give this a try. I really need to try different, primers. Because I like my e.l.f. one, but I want something else. And plus, it's like you get bored using the same thing every time. But I'm just going to apply this all over my face. And it smelled like cucumbers to me, or something fresh. Alright, so now that we've primed, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hop into my Shape Tape Tarte Concealer here. I'm using it in the shade Light Sand, and it sounds kind of weird, but sometimes I do my concealer before my foundation. And this is a trick that I learned from Scott Barnes. You take it everywhere that you'd want to highlight, and keep in mind this is a full coverage concealer, so when I buff this out, it's going to go everywhere. I just got this in my nose. And take it to the edges of your mouth to help cancel out some shadow. And just to cover up some pieces here. There's some spots, pieces. And then I'm just going to buff everything out, and I'm using my Juno & Co. sponge here. So sorry if I refer to it as a beauty blender, it's a beauty sponge, but Juno & Co. sponge. So for my birthday glam, I'm definitely going to want some full coverage foundation, and I'm definitely going to want to make sure I'm definitely going to want to make sure everything stays in place. So we're going to extra powder today, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I have my Mario Badescu setting spray right here, and I'm just going to spray the bottom of my sponge. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my Becca 24-Hour Ultimate Coverage Foundation, and I have it in the shade Olive because my arms and the rest of my body don't match my neck and my face, and I clean and exfoliate my face a lot. So my face looks pretty pale compared to my tan arms. I take that just to the bottom, and little by little, because this is very thick, so I don't just want to like cram it on my face, but it's so funny when I apply it, it looks like it starts matching my arms, but it looks like I'm painting my face. But I'm basically just going to apply on the spots more so than the spots that I put concealer. See, it just starts matching my arms. It's like, why are you so white? I exfoliate and clean my face. And then you're going to make sure to drag it down to the neck. But yeah, so like I said, I want full coverage foundation, I want full coverage everything, and I want everything to last as long as it can all day while I'm busy doing birthday stuff. And this video is actually going to go up well after my birthday. So by the time you're seeing this, my birthday is already passed, and it'll be the week after the 7th, so. Alright, so now that I've gone over my entire face, oh my gosh, my hair looks just like a turbojet engine's right here, and it's all just like, but anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to go into my Jeffree Star translucent powder like always. I love this stuff. I think I might actually have to get more, but I think the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it comes, I think there's not as much in here as like Laura Mercier's powder, which is really nice, but I like the way that this stuff is. I'm going to grab my Sephora brush here. It's from that magnetic collection. I wish they had numbers on them. That would make it so much easier to identify. But yeah, so we're just going to take this, and I'm going to heavily set my face. So I'm just going to pack this underneath my eyes. And and set that. And then we're going to bake a little bit. And then press it just above where I have those laugh lines show. And then take it to the side of the nose. I'm just going to sweep it right over the eye. And then same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to take it underneath the jaw here, or the jawline, or cheek, my cheek. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now that everything is baking just a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and jump into my brows. I'm going to use, like always, my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. And then I'm just going to take my no number little Sephora dual-sided brush for my eyebrows. It's just an angled brush right here, and then it's got the spoolie on the end. This came from a strawberry collection that they had briefly, but they no longer have. So we're just going to go ahead and dive into my brows. I don't know why every time I bring my mirror in, it gets darker. It's not like it's anywhere even close to the camera. Okay, so now we're going to do the other eyebrow. I do spray my little angle side down, you can see it, my little angle side down with some Mario Badescu spray just to get the pomade in here a little creamy instead of it being very dry and harsh. Okay, now that my brows are done, we're going to go ahead and wipe off this bake, and then we're going to finish the rest of the face. But even then, with doing my whole birthday look, the same concept applies, or the same idea goes to this, where I'd want full coverage, I want everything to last super long and stay, and that's what that dip brow does. It's like smudge proof, waterproof, that kind of thing, and it does last. There's no point in putting on a brow gel if you use this. But yes, this would be really good to use if you want something that's going to last all day instead of a pencil, because you could smear a pencil, but I don't know if a lot of brow products or brow pencils are waterproof, so I don't know. I'm going to still take my same Sephora magnetic brush, that dome-shaped brush. And just so you know, I've pointed this out I think once or twice, but this is my cheek line, so because I have really high cheekbones, so if anybody thinks that I'm not blending or there's still product there, it's actually just the shadow of my cheek, so just in case you're wondering. So for further powdering, or for extra, or some more, for some extra insurance, I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finishing Powder. I'm just gonna set this on areas where, like, that are thinnest, or I want more of a less budging or less creasing. So I'm just gonna put that underneath my eyes very softly, just a little bit, so nothing creases, to further powder. And then I'm gonna take it right down here to the sides of my cheeks, because I want absolutely no creasing if I can help it. And then same thing on the other side, other laugh line, and just under my eye. And I will just kind of swipe whatever's left on the outside. But that's really where I want that extra powder. And I'll just take a little, ever so softly, to the cheeks here. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with my Mario Badescu spray just to make sure I lock everything in. So although my Marc Jacobs bronzer is a little, it's basically my skin tone in powder form, especially with this kind of foundation, or this color that I have. So I'm just going to use this a little bit just to kind of buff in a bit of bronzer. Because the other one that I have, unfortunately, I need another bronzer to match, is a little darker. Take it under your jaw to help shape that out. Always take it to the under part of the nose and the side of the nose. My hair looks so wild. Oh my god, I look like a bird. Alright, so I'm going to go into my Kylie Cosmetics blush in the shade We're Going Shopping, and I'm just going to apply that everywhere that I want to rosy up a bit. And take it to the apples of the cheeks. It looks sunburned. I love it. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and go into my Hourglass Luminous Light. So next I'm going to go into my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Luminous Light, and I'm just going to take this everywhere that I would typically highlight. It's just what I like to do. Take it to the high points of my cheeks. I take it just kind of right up here on the side of the temple, in between the nose, at the tip of the nose, Cupid's bow on the chin, and I take it to the other side as well. There we go. So just a base highlight to give us a little bit of glow. So next we're going to go into the eyes. I'm, like always, I'm going to use my P. Louise base right here, and I'm just going to use that flat brush that also has no number. I should probably get a new one. That I think at one point probably was a crown brush, but he has no name. So I'm just going to take this to the back of my hand and apply a little bit at a time, just because I don't want to accidentally use too much, and it's better to be safe than sorry. So I'm just going to take my mirror, my Marc Jacobs mirror here on the side, and apply it all over the eye. And from like doing this, I can also shape out the under part of my brow, which I will do. So now that I've got my eyes kind of prepped, my hair looks a little bonkers. Oh my gosh. So I just gave up on my hair and put it up. Alright, so for this eye look that I'm going to do for my birthday glam, I'm going to use my Morphe x Jaclyn Hill collaboration from the Vault, and I'm going to use the Armed and Gorgeous palette right here, if you can see those beautiful shades. So, like always, I'm probably going to do a cut crease, halo eye moment, because it's my birthday, and I want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Morphe 505 brush right here. It's just a thick, tapered, fluffy brush here. So that's going to help me put a nice wash of color on my lid for me to build up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade right here called Access, and I'm going to put that all over on the outer and inner third, and then connect it on the top a little bit. I'm very excited to go to New York, but like I said, as you're watching this, I will already be back home, but I'm really excited for my birthday. So I practiced this look a couple times to make sure I got it down right and if it was the look that I wanted to wear, and I have my dress that I'm going to wear when we go to New York. So basically all week it's going to be my birthday. Alright, now that I kind of have access on the lid, I'm just going to go ahead and do it to the other side. Now I'm going to take the shade Secure, this kind of pumpkin orange shade right here on the bottom, and I'm going to take a little bit of a tighter brush just to make sure I get a little closer to the lid, and I'm going to use that Morphe 330 brush right here and dip into Secure. And then just so I can use this to deepen up this look, we're going to take it to the inner and outer third and just kind of gently pack that on. And then we will do the same thing to the other side. So now I'm going to take a little bit of a tighter brush here, and I'm going to use my Morphe 321 brush right here, just a little bit of a tighter brush than those, and then I'm going to use the shade Top Secret here, this nice beautiful olive green, and then I'm going to just take that ever so lightly a little closer. So I just took my Jaclyn Hill JH43 brush, it's this flat definer brush, to try to shape out this curve, because when this green mixes in, it just doesn't want to blend very well, the color wise. So we're just going to do our best here. And if it's any constellation, this palette does not have that V2 thing on it. But my other palettes do from the Fall collection. So I'm just going to take this Jaclyn Hill 330 brush, or sorry, Jaclyn Hill 33 brush, and I'm just going to try to use this to buff this in a little bit, because this look, it's going to give me some trouble here. Just want to buff out those harsh lines. So in the outer portion, but we're going to cut the center of this this look. See, it looks really bad on camera, and it looks very green right here. We will see. This might take some time. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just cut my crease here. And this is what I did when I practiced it the first time. This look is that I cut the crease and kind of had to work more with this eye. So this is what I'll do. Cut the center. Some of that top part of that green is not super visible, but we will make do. I used my JH43 for like gel liner, and it's just like a little bit on there, and I need it. But I'm just gonna take a little bit of Top Secret again, that green, and then just try to lightly touch it on the top. It really sucks too, because I really like this palette, like the color scheme, the whole thing. And VIP here is one of my favorite shades in the entire collection, and it just doesn't, it's like something's wrong with this palette. But I'm going to go ahead and take my JH42 right here, this teeny little definer, spray it down with my Mario Badescu spray just to get it nice and damp. And then we're going to go into that shade VIP. And then we're going to take it to the top, like on the rim, and then just take it down just the center. So now that I've got that, you can't really see the detail too much, but then I'm gonna use Coin, this gold, this really pretty gold shade. Take it on that same brush and take it just on the outside of where I placed that first shade. And then we're going to take Classified, this kind of copper bronze, same brush, and take this one just on the outside of where we placed that gold. I know you really can't see this because it's light and it's just the detail you can't really see, but I will bring you in close so you can see the final look. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to use my Honest Beauty mascara, prime and put mascara on this eye, and then off camera I'll finish this one just because it might be a little finicky and I don't want to take 10 years to do it. So yes, and we'll be right back. Alright, so now that the other eye is done and I went... So now that the other eye is done, I went ahead and did the under part of my eye and just finished the eyes with highlighting the brow bone and the inner corner just because this eye look was giving me some trouble because of that palette. But I do like the palette, so it's a love-hate thing. But I'm going to go ahead and line my lips, and I'm going to use, like always, my MAC lip liner in the shade Oak. And then we're going to apply some lippy. So now that my lips are lined, I'm going to go ahead and use my Kylie High Gloss, or is it High Shine? Yeah, High Gloss in the shade Snatched. And to be extra, because it's my birthday, I'm going to use my Fenty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk, and I'm just going to apply this right to the center. And now we're going to go ahead and go into the MAC Hyper Real Glow highlighting trio, and then I'm just going to use these two shades because they're my favorite shades and they're typically what I use the most. So I'm just going to take it everywhere I would typically highlight. So just the center right here of my nose, just the tip of the nose, and then the cheekbone. And chin just a little, and then the other side. Alright, now I'm going to bring you in for a closer look. So apart from the messy hair, this is the final look. The green did give me some trouble, but it's okay, we made it work. Alright guys, there you have it. This is the final look that I came up with for my birthday glam. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I did, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any time that I post. Like, comment, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video.